thought I'd do a short video of a few trees cutting here. So one thing you got to get used to with these bears is when you're traveling and running your loader out to the side, you can tip that front end over pretty quick if you're not careful. I'll show you in a little bit what I mean here. After I cut this tree, I'll show you. So as long as you keep that post straight or backwards, it's pretty stable. See how it's like back like that? And you can shoot it way out and it's solid as can be. But the minute you start driving and you reach out with that post, there you go. Tips right over. So that's definitely something to get used to. And yet it's kind of nice that it tips over that easy, because I've utilized that tip a lot to be able to reach trees that are a couple of feet away from the standard length of the boom. But when you tip that frame, you can reach another 2-3 feet. It makes a big difference. These trees aren't too big in this area. There's some that are pretty limby and a little bit more interesting to work with. I call them pasture trees. Just doing a basic thinning here. Got one here with a Y in the top there. That is one thing these heads struggle with a little bit, is cutting trees with Ys on them. And I'm just gonna do a live, or do a uncut clip on going through that Y up there. See if I can hit 33 feet. Yep, hit 33 feet before I got to the Y, so this one's gonna be easy. So I'm just gonna open my knives, roll up beyond it, and then I'm gonna let the knives close. And they aren't limbed too well, so they catch those pig ears. Anyway, got rid of it that way. That was not the cleanest there, but it worked. And because we're on Forest Service, I gotta grab that piece, and we gotta use everything because they don't want that stuff laying out here. They are very picky on utilization specs. Trying to leave all the healthy ones in this project, taking out the basic thinning trees, and then if I see one that is not healthy at all, see, this is one of the reasons I hate this head. I shouldn't say I hate the head, but I don't like it. See what happens with that style of rollers? It pinches and gets up inside. So a single squeeze head, I'd be able to just do that and hit reverse, and I'd be able to roll it right backwards. But these are not a single squeeze head, and so it's caught up inside and I don't get any traction. So I gotta let it go, leave my bar out, and flip to the side. Nobody does take my chain off. So now I gotta re-grab and go with one tree instead of two of them. Pros and cons to these heads, and that is probably my biggest frustration with this style of head, is those rollers getting tucked up inside of each other. I guess I can make a 33 out of that one, just barely. And all those tops that you see on the side, normally we masticate everything, but This one we are not masticating anything. It is one of those jobs that takes a little extra time, and I just have my phone sitting on top of my computer. No mount or anything, it's just leaning against the window, and I hit a stump behind me, vibrated it off, so that's what happened. But all these tops have to get carried into open areas and burned. So we got to make slash piles to burn all these tops. And this is a cut by description or cut by prescription. And so they're shooting for a 40 to 60 basal area. And so I have to go through and just pick and choose trees to try to make that basal area that they are after for this project. Like I said, the Forest Service is very anal about making sure you get everything out of the woods. See, at home, if that wasn't utilitable, we'd just leave it in the woods, but we got to carry all this stuff out. It's got to get hauled out for firewood. And it's starting to rain again. Earlier we had snow. And I just put the tops to the side because they will get after us if we drive over them all and don't pick them up. Still getting used to this machine. I have not spent much time in this particular machine. The one that I had ran before for them, they traded in on a new one. So that one is gone. And I never ran this one much. And that's all for right now. So hopefully you enjoyed this short little clip. Catch you next time.